I'm joined today by Luke Garbett of Inkling Solutions out of Edenbridge in Kent, and Luke's going to tell us about his business, what it is he does, and why he does it. So, Luke, welcome to the call.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about Inkling Solutions. How did it get started?
So Inkling Solutions, we're a traditional printing company, a commercial printing business in Edenbridge, Kent, as you say. We are primarily servicing retail, events and restaurants, all of which have been fairly hard hit by the current situation. We provide signage, sheet-fed digital print and print management. We print and distribute nationally for the likes of Ann Summers, Virgin Holidays, and you know, like most, we have been hit by the pandemic, whereas we're now operating at about a third of our business capacity of where we would normally be. So we have tried to diversify where possible, in as much as launching new businesses to try and fill a bit of a void. So we have launched Inky Space, which is a business to consumer website, which is decorative wall art for homes and home offices, with a specific focus on children's bedrooms. We also have launched a product on there, which is a completely bespoke and printable face mask, which I can tell you a little bit more about in a little more detail. In a while. We've also launched another website called signheretoday.co.uk, which is primarily it is solely for producing social distance signage and distributing that for businesses in order to get businesses back safely to the workplace.
So plenty of relevance at the moment. How quickly were you able to pivot? How quickly did you get to that decision of thinking we've got to bring some new products and services online?
Yeah, I mean, with the Inky Space platform, especially, we've been working on for some time anyway, but we had been at the point of it actually being counterproductive for us, because we were always sort of just, you know, trying to push it onto the next step, We haven't really sort of had the confidence to push it out there. But I read a book called Ready, Fire, Aim, which is a very good book, actually.
Yes.
It's sort of
Yes.
Yeah, so it's about just get something 80% to where it needs to be ready, get it out there, and then refine it back. And that's sort of what we managed to do, if I'm honest, and with some success. So yeah, it's we as I say, we've been working on it for a while. It had then given us the confidence to get it out there. The sign here today thing obviously is something that's come completely left field, but it's something that we was able to get with some late nights and very early mornings up and live within a fairly short space of time. There was a small amount of products that we got out there, and we have just added to the library of products as we've gone. So we knew what businesses needed to become COVID secure, to get their workplaces COVID secure. We offered products. We offered a small amount of products, and then we have just expanded on the range of products available for people. Which again, we've had good feedback. We know the products are good, high quality products, and you know we're enabling businesses to get back to work, which is a great thing.
Yeah, very, very important at this time. So how does that? How are things going to be shaping up for the future then? Do you think, in terms of what you do? You're going back to pretty much what you were previously doing once the COVID's passed, or do you think your business has changed shape now forever?
I think the business has changed shape, but in a positive way. I think because before, although we're young guys in business, in as much as I'm sort of early 30s, as is my business partner. In the print world, especially, you know, that's sort of it's a bit of a rarity. And although we are like young chaps, we operate our business maybe in a more old school way than what we should, in as much as we provide a very sort of personable and consultative service, which is great, but there is a limit. If we could be more online focused, if we could have more of a focus online, it would enable us to actually drive volume and yeah, would still provide the consultation and all of the rest of it, but allow people to get the more like the trade stuff and the smaller stuff and the stuff that actually takes our time up. If they can get that in a more automated way, it would enable us to sort of like just maximize our capacity. So yeah, it has enabled us to look at the business and look at how we can use digital marketing, even like online pricing calculators for people to generate their own pricing and things like that. Yeah, it's enabled us to really take a look at that side of the business with the intention of pushing forward in that way. And I mean the business to consumer side and the business to business sign here today side. They are obviously new ways in which we're working. We didn't have a business to consumer platform previous to Inky Space, which we now do. So it's quite an exciting time for us to be sort of learning from an e-commerce perspective as we go. Yeah, as well as sort of looking at what we can do from a digital marketing perspective on the traditional Inkling print solution side as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think that there definitely has been changes that will be made to the business that will be now made forever and a day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised to hear that. A lot of people I've been speaking to have said that a lot of the changes that they've introduced into their business probably would have come anyway at some point. It's just they've been accelerated by the situation, and of course it's in response to, as business always is at the end of the day, it's in response to customer demands and customer needs. That's what a business does, it serves the customer. So if they're changing, then obviously you guys are changing as well.
Yeah.
Remind me, how long have you been in business? 3.5
years.
Right, so you're in the early stages.
Yeah, go into business, they say. Things will be great, they say. But no,
it's hard work. It's hard work. But congratulations. I mean, you're more than halfway through that really critical first 5 year period, which only, I don't know, about 20% of businesses will actually come out the other side of that. So looks like you're on track to do that. But if you could go back to those first few days 3.5 years ago, what advice would you give to yourself from what you've learned?
Don't do it. No, it's it's I think just to maybe look at the future a little bit more, like to actually have a more structured approach to sales and marketing. There is a full victim to my own, like, so basically the scattergun approach, in as much as you throw enough at the wall and some will stick scenario. Look, I'm gonna sort of hold my hands up to a bit of, that was a little bit my approach. We know that if contact as many people as possible, and I'll get in front of as many, and then out of that there will be some success. That I don't think is the right approach. If we could have a more structured approach, the use of the CRM system in a structured way from the very beginning. And then a sort of like the straight line process, trying to get somebody from a customer and really tracking their journey, trying to keep them along that straight line as much as possible. I think that would be my advice to myself, would be to have a more structured approach to the sales aspect of the business, especially.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, I teach marketing and sales, and one of the key principles is, be really clear about your marketing objective, what it is you're trying to achieve. Be really clear about the problem that you're solving, and that means, and who you're solving it for, which means by definition it has to be targeted. You need to know where you are going to find your potential clients, and then of course the sales process is each of the little steps along the way. To make sure that they, as you say, take that straight line journey and they convert at each stage. And they're the front end of any business. Marketing brings people's attention to what you do, and sales is what you do to help them become customers. So it's interesting to hear you offer that advice to your younger selves, and hopefully you're taking it up now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm great at giving advice to people, and I just need to take some of my own advice. That is the thing. So yeah, no, 100%.
Excellent, brilliant. Well, look, it's must have been really interesting times for you. You've obviously found a market in the current challenges, and I suppose I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe some sense of satisfaction that you're really helping out in that area. Yeah,
it's great. I mean, as I say, the face masks. They are great, and they've got such a good response because it's not a unique product, but the fact that we are able to do the business branded versions, we've got like
excellent.
So it's quite nice. It's so that we've had a phenomenal response from that product, and that's a very good product. From a social media perspective, across like that's one of the things I should have said earlier as well. This whole experience has actually opened my eyes to the potential of using social media as a marketing platform to sell your business, which I think is very powerful as well. But yeah, we are sort of we're fairly proud of ourselves that we've managed to sort of be quite an agile business. I think that's one of the things about being a smaller business. We have been able to be agile and adapt.
Fantastic.
What we need to do, So.
Well, look, thank you for joining us today. I wish you both the best for the future, and obviously you're going to come out the other side in slightly different shape and hopefully better shape. And
no, is it that obvious?
Here's the future. So I think that's obvious for all of us.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Luke, for your time.
No problem. Thanks a lot.